Hey everybody. Yeah, just going to talk a little bit about the nuts and bolts of what we're actually asking you to do. So Karen, if you don't mind, hopping to the next slide. Great. So here in early February, we'll be sending you your state lobby day spreadsheet. It's going to contain a couple tabs. The first is the participants tab. This is going to list all the summit attendees who signed up to lobby, their congressional district, and contact information for them, as well as if they're associated with any organizations. The meetings tab is going to list your congressional delegation. There'll be a place for you to input details and progress and your progress on setting up congressional meetings. And then that's also where the contact info for the schedulers and transportation staffers will also be on that tab. So the info from your meetings tab feeds directly into our master sheet. So please be consistent with the existing formatting that's there. It just makes things a lot easier. We in column A, it will calculate whether or not you have participants attending from a particular district based on the information that we've plugged in on the participants tab. So it'll say yes for both your senators, and then for each one of your representatives, it will say yes if you have a participant from that district, or no if you don't. If you don't, and you don't represent a statewide organization, then you only need to request those meetings that you have participants from. If you do represent a statewide organization and you decide that you want to meet with additional districts, you can. That can be valuable. And as a staff member of a statewide org, there's justification for those meetings. But that is a little up to your discretion. You want to be sure to keep column B, which is the meeting status, up to date as you are requesting the meetings and confirming them. That really helps Karen and I see big picture how everyone's doing in the process of requesting and confirming meetings. So for any district that you don't have participants from, that you're not requesting meetings, please change the status to NA. So we know that at this time, you're not planning on requesting that meeting. So if you scroll all the way to the right, starting in column T, that's where you're going to find contact information for each office's transportation staffer and scheduler. These are the two people that you're going to kick off that initial meeting request email with. They may loop in other people in their department or in their office, but those are the two people that it is most impactful to start that conversation with, and we'll provide you with their contact information. By default, column H lists the congressperson's office. Be sure to update that cell if in scheduling the meeting you discover that your meeting is going to happen elsewhere. You want to, as you're requesting these meetings, be sure to fill out the team lead, scheduled by, last updated, and notes columns. This is going to help you keep track of your outreach and if you or someone else in your delegation will be leading a particular meeting. So along with that state spreadsheet, you're also going to get some email templates, a template letter for requesting your meetings. You'll want to personalize these to list your organization as well as the participants from the district or state in the case of the senators. It's got the rough sketch of everything that you'll need. You may opt to add a little bit more detail about your organization to personalize it, but we try to streamline the process and make it as easy as possible to request these meetings. So the template will give you a solid place to start for your meeting requests. After you're sent the initial list, generally on a weekly basis, I will send an email update when you have new people. You'll only receive this email if you have new participants, but I'll send out updates that tell you if new participants have signed up uh, to lobby, people who've signed up for the summit in the previous week, along with their information. And I will also highlight for you at this time whether or not that new participant or those new participants represent any new districts, because that's going to mean then you might want to request a meeting that you previously hadn't requested because you didn't have anyone from. When I add those people, I highlight them on the participants tab just so that you notice that they're new individuals. Um, Once you've made note of them, you can unhighlight them. That's just flagging it for you. Just a few tips to keep in mind. It's best to try to divide your day for House and Senate so you don't create conflicts where someone is meeting with their representative when the rest of the delegation is meeting with one of the senator's offices. So if you do Senate in the morning and House in the afternoon, that'll help reduce the chance of instances of that. When you email the House staffers, you want to put the representative's name in the email, particularly if you have a lot of email requests out. It's just going to make it a lot easier for you to tell immediately which meeting this response from someone is in reference to. And then, like I said, keeping track of when you last reached out can be really helpful, because you want to give people about a week before you try again. And if you've tried 3 or more times and you're still having trouble setting up a meeting or getting a response or something, feel free to flag that for Karen and I, and we'll see what we can do to support you with that. Sometimes you just have to pick up the phone and actually call the people. But yeah, we will do what we can to assist you in those matters. And I believe with that, I'm gonna pass it back to Karen. So let me spotlight her again. Thank you, everyone.